What advice would you give to a guy who's about to have sex for the first time? Do not use Vaseline-like things, also water, creams, on condom. Use lubricant gel. Make sure the lube is water-based, not oil-based. Don't get so nervous that you forget to take the condom off when you finish, only to have it fall out of your shorts and plop on the floor at 7 to 11 while you're getting celebratory Slurpees for you and your girl. Sex is supposed to be fun for both partners. If one of you isn't having fun, stop or slow down, because you're missing the point. I haven't seen a lot of advice on here to listen to consent or retracted consent. Do not feel rejected or blame it on her if she wants to stop and you haven't finished. Ask her if she's okay and if there's something you can do to help. If not, be supportive. If she doesn't want that, then take the hint and leave or help her get home. Same goes the other way. If he's not actually interested or if you aren't sure you have been given a yes, double check. It never hurts to ask again if what's happening is okay. Always use condoms. It's not just about pregnancy. It's about STDs. Don't take their word for it that they've been tested. I've been lied to and coerced over not using a condom in my younger days. Just don't play around and find out. My friend got trichomoniasis, parasites of the vagina, due to a guy lying and her allowing no use of a condom. You coming is not more important than the other person's comfort. Period. Wash your hands, wash your junk, wash everything. Brush your teeth. If she has hair, don't act like it's the end of the world. Real life is not porn and not everyone likes to fully shave down there. It's okay to be honest if you don't want to have sex with a hairy dick, or labia majora. Hair is natural, but if you aren't attracted, it's okay, and it's okay to say something beforehand and save everyone some time. Don't make the other person feel bad for not finishing. This cannot be stressed enough. Bodies are all different and sex is messy. Lay down a towel and have one at hand to wipe everything off. Don't come on her body or face unless you ask first. Nothing more of a turn off than no warning. That's all I can think of for right now. Preferences are okay. If you aren't into big chicks or taller women, then you obviously don't go for it. Same with the ladies. If you don't want a tall guy or a short guy or a fat guy, it's okay to have preferences. Wash your junk. This goes for everyone. It's nothing like masturbating. In a way, that's better or worse. Sex with another person means you aren't in charge of every single movement or sensation, like you are with masturbation. Depending on how it's going, you may love how it feels or wish you could adjust the feeling but aren't quite sure how. Enter new positions, new rhythms, etc. It takes time to figure out exactly what you both like, just like it took time to become the master of your domain. Very old masturbation joke from Seinfeld. I'm aging myself upside down face. Cut your fingernails. Don't be mad about finishing quick, it happens, especially your first time. For me it was quite the opposite. I literally couldn't climax on my first time. She tried so hard too. I felt bad for her towards the end when I had to tell her that it ain't happening. I had no trouble staying hard though, weirdly enough. It became a lot easier during the next 3 or so years we spent together. I've always had less success climaxing versus the legend that we're all a hair trigger from finishing. While some women might be put off because they think they can command your orgasm when it's most erotic for them, or as a way to say they've had enough, it does have its advantages, i.e. stamina. Listen to your partner. If they say just like that, don't switch it up. And if they say deeper, pull your nuts back because it's time to bust out the emergency inch. Or put their legs over your shoulders while you're on top. Has the desired effect. No emergency inch required. You know it, all about them angles, homie. Going deeper isn't typically about you, it's about how her hips are positioned relative to her legs. I've also had good results from keeping my pubic bone pressed against hers and having that sort of be the pivot point, go in and out from there. Keeps pressure in the good spots for her, keeps the OL in outgoing for me, happy times. Also, if she's on top, try doing different things with your legs to adjust what angle your hips meet hers. Pretty sure me sitting, okay, picture it like you're sitting Indian style but laying flat on your back, made her hips side kind of inside by crossed legs. Pretty sure that's the one that gave us the little newborn baby she's snuggling on the couch next to me right now. If you are on top in missionary position, please support your own weight with your elbows. Thank you. My girlfriend absolutely insists I crush her. I am constantly trying to support myself and she just pulls me down. As with all things in sex, follow the basic niceties until you're told not to, lol. Not coming or coming too fast during your first sex is perfectly normal and shouldn't be embarrassed about it. It took me 6 months after losing my virginity to come for the first time, during sex. Some might wish for delayed ejaculation, but I promise you, it is not fun at all rolling on the floor laughing. We are still together 6 years later and having great sex now though, so it can and does get better for anyone else who is struggling with it. As a woman, I don't understand why men think not coming for a super long time is something desirable. Like, I get it feels great and you don't want that feeling to end after 5 minutes, but after 30 minutes of it, we get sore. After an hour, ugh. Eventually I'm thinking, OMG, I got shit to do. It's alright. Foreplay is important. Consider foreplay an essential part of sex. Putting it in isn't the beginning, it's somewhere in the middle. Absolutely. One trick is, I assume most guys got involved in some makeout/heavy petting sessions before they ever actually have sex. Maybe it's different now. But my first girlfriend wasn't ready for 6 months. We did make out a lot over that time, and over that time I learned the ways I could use my hands and my mouth to, for lack of a better term, work her up. In her particular case, she went wild. If you knew how to kiss a neck without giving a hickey, I mean more than just kiss, you get what I mean. And a dozen other things like that. When we finally did it, I started off just like I would one of our 100 makeout sessions, worked her up like crazy, and when we finally got to it she was like, ready, man. And it actually went really well. Man. That was over 20 years ago. I still remember how it felt like we were both made of electricity. I hope she's happy. Laugh it off when things are funny or go wrong. My absolute number one. Two bodies can make some damn funny sounds. Be gentler than you've seen in porn, especially if it's the other person's first time too, unless they ask you not to be, lol. If one of you can't finish, that's fine, there's always next time, and that's not the only thing it's about anyway. Edit. Some people seem to misunderstand me. It's not fine if you come and don't try to help the other person get there. I said can't, as in it's starting to get stressful/frantic/uncomfortable. It's okay to stop if it's not happening, without guilt or feelings of inadequacy. Manage your expectations. It's not a contest. The first time you drove a car you may have made some rookie errors, but look at you now, you're fine. Porn is very fake and unrealistic. Real people don't tend to fuck like that. You're not completing a checklist. You're having a real, human experience. It feels better when you are relaxed. Shower first. Make sure it's that random kid's mom from Xbox 360 like 10 years ago. I'm a girl. And I would say, don't be embarrassed if you come quick. Most of the time we really don't mind so long as you get us off afterwards. And that is not as difficult as you'd think. Just ask the girl what she likes and do what she says. Be safe. Don't be embarrassed. Most people's first times are quick and might not go as planned. Just talk to your partner and take your time. Find what you like and how you like it. Sex is meant to be enjoyed. Probably the most important part. It's not a sacred ceremony, you both need to talk to each other. Not saying you gotta have a deep discussion about everything, but you both need to be comfortable and you both need to actually speak to make this possible. Slow the fuck down, use lube, and communicate without talking too much. The goal should be both people have fun. If you see any nonverbal cues that your partner is uncomfortable, then ask what you can do differently to help them feel good. But don't be so focused on their pleasure exclusively, you both should be having a good time together. Oh, and don't stop means do exactly the same thing you're doing, it does not mean go faster. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe if you are interested in more Reddit content. See you in next video.